So this is a Pioneer platform. Rhino has not yet came out with a rooftop tent mount for this vehicle, for the rack. So our mounting rails run 30¼ inches in width. So trying to find 30¼ inches to fit in between these open gaps to get your mounting hardware, it just doesn't happen. So what we end up having to do is catching, a set of these rails here, and then we're going to drill 2 holes into the platform to get the tent mounted up. So like I said, our mounting rails are 30¼ and they just don't fall into one of these open gaps here. The accessory bars really doesn't help in that situation unless you're mounting kayaks, bike racks, paddle boards, that kind of stuff. So all that really does is elevates it a little bit, but it just won't work for mounting a tent. So we're going to measure out our 30¼ here, which we should be able to catch on that side, and 30¼ we're going to be catching it probably on this 3rd line here for our 30¼ 30¼ right there. Let's see. So what I like to do is, you want to put something underneath the rack because we're going to be drilling through some of these slats. So some of these platforms fit pretty close to the roof line. So the last thing you want to do is drill through the platform and go into the top of your rig. So a little piece of wood, something to keep you, something to stop it. And I like to use like a little punch here to kind of get the help for the drill bit here. Now the fun begins. So you want to use a drill bit that's going to have that M8 size. It's kind of what our mounting hardware uses. And what you can do too is on the Pioneer platforms is get a shorter hardware, for it. So the ones that supplied in the kit are a 2-inch bolt. You don't need an 1.5 or 1.75 threads hanging out the bottom. So you can use a nice little short bolt there. If you let us know ahead of time, we can supply them with you, but if not, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place to get the hardware.
Probably a couple more inches and you're good.
I do.
Come back my way. Keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, another 1/2 inch. Fender washer and nylox. That way those nuts aren't going to back off on you. Hardware on aluminum is to get it to where it's just snug. You never want to over tighten aluminum. You've got a mounting rail that's made out of aluminum. You've got the platform that's made out of aluminum. You just kind of get it to the point where it's snug, so you don't pull the head through the rail, basically.
So on this side here, we're going to be able to use the standard hardware that comes with the tent. So what I like to do is kind of get one started. Kind of helps it easier to kind of feed it through. So always remember, you got your flat washer, then your split washer, and then the knob goes on, to help tighten down. But what's nice is we'll be able to feed these things through. There's that little notch in the center of the mounting rail. It kind of helps at least get it started to get the tent fastened on.
Now we do a mic drop with our gloves. Bam!